Before start, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video at your social media. And if you have any question or inquiry, you can write it down there in the comment section or contact me directly at my Instagram. So if we look together at the visa policy of Singapore, just click over this link over here. This page will appear in front of you and it will show you the visa policy map of Singapore. And as you can see, almost all the countries of South America, North America, many African countries, all European countries, Australia, and the countries surrounding Singapore can travel to Singapore without any need for any visa, some for 90 days, other for 30 days. For these gray area countries, you will have to apply for visa before traveling to Singapore. So if you want to know more about how to apply for visa for Singapore, just click over this link over here. This page will appear in front of you and will show a list of the countries that need to apply for visa for Singapore. Let's take 3 countries like Egypt, Tunisia, and India and check every conditions. For example, if you are applying from Egypt, so to apply for an entry visa for business or social visit, you will need the following documents. Okay, duly completed form. This is a form that you have to fill. This is the application form that you will have to fill in order to travel to Singapore. And as you can see, you can fill this application form on your computer, and after filling it on your computer, you will have to write the date and signature down there. Of course, after printing it, then you'll have to submit it along with all the required documents, mainly your recent passport size colored photograph taken within at least the last 3 months, and a photocopy of your passport. And of course, also additional supporting documents may be required on a case by case. These required documents we will be speaking about in the end of this video. And if we look together at the procedure, you can see that you can apply through 2 ways. The first is applying in Singapore, that you have a person who will apply for you from Singapore, and it will be easier and much better. And the second way is to apply by yourself at a Singapore overseas missions. You can just click over this link over here to check the Singapore overseas missions around the world. But if you have a local contact who is a citizen of Singapore or permanent resident in Singapore, then you can just click over this link over here, apply online, apply for entry visa. And which type of visa? Apply for entry visa as a local contact for business user or as an individual user. So you will not apply for yourself. A local person inside Singapore should apply for you, for if the application will be submitted online. He will just click over this link over here, and using his SingPass application, he will log into this web site, and after that he will be able to apply for you. If we check also from Tunisia, Tunisia is also almost the same procedures. Either you apply through an overseas mission by yourself, like you go to the embassy of Singapore, you submit all the documents by yourself, along like the visa application form, this visa application form, along with all the required documents that we will be speaking about in the end of this video. Or a local contact in Singapore will apply for electronic visa for you. And also, as you can see here, the same thing here also regarding to India. Either a local contact apply for electronic visa for you from inside Singapore, or you apply by yourself from any of the Singapore overseas missions. And over here you can see list of the Singapore's embassies, high commissions, and consulates around the world. All what you need is to check the location of the embassy in your country. For example, if you're applying from Egypt, just click over Egypt and you can see all the details here, the locations, the phone number, the email, and the website. For example, if you are applying from India, you can see also all the details over here, the location, the phone numbers, the email, the website. So this is the list of Singapore High Commissions and consulates. If you are applying from Pakistan, just click over this link over here. You can see the address, the phone numbers, the email, and also the website. So you will just need to submit your application form along with all the required documents to the Embassy of Singapore in your country. The first document that you will need for your visa application is your passport. Make sure that your passport is valid at least for 6 months, and at least 2 pages are empty for stamps, and your photo and your details in your passport are clear. You will need also photocopies of your passport. At least make sure you have 3 photocopies. Sometimes they require only a photocopy of the data pages, but sometimes you will need also to photocopy the stamps pages and the other visas you have in your passport. You will also need to submit personal pictures. Make sure that your picture is new, not older than 6 months, with a white background, unless the embassy or the visa office tell you something else, and with clear face details. You will also need a visa application form. This visa application form could be filled and submitted online. Other visa application form could be filled on computer, then printed and signed, and other visa application form need to be filled manually. All depend on your destination and the type of the visa you're applying for. You will also need to submit a proof of status. If you are an employee, then you will need to bring an HR letter from your company, and this HR letter should be signed and stamped with all the details of your company and your position in the company, and stating your salary as well. If you are a business owner, then you need to submit all the documents that you have that can prove that you own a business. If you're a student, then you will need to ask your university to give you an admission letter. If you're a minor, then your father and mother, your parents, should be approving your travel by giving you a letter signed by them. If you are jobless, then try to approve your means of funds. Sometimes you will need to provide a proof of legal status if you are applying from another country than your main country of nationality. In that case, you either need to submit a valid visa of this country, or a proof of legal residency in this country. You will need also to submit a bank statement as a proof of funds. It should cover the last 6 months movement of your account, and it should be signed and stamped by your bank. Number 8 is your flight reservation. It should be a round trip, and some countries require you to submit a confirmed ticket, and for others it will be okay to submit a dummy ticket, and I will teach you how to make both of them, the confirmed ticket and the dummy ticket. Number 9 is your travel accommodation or the booking of your hotel. Sometimes it's required to be confirmed, and sometimes it's okay to be an initial booking, and sometimes some countries require you that this booking should cover at least a third of your trip. Number 10 is your travel insurance, and remember, it's not always necessary, and it should be made from a verified platform or office acknowledged by the country you are traveling to, and it should cover your whole trip. And sometimes it's required to submit a travel insurance that covers a year, and it's minimal. The minimal coverage should be at least 30,000 euros. Remember that before applying for the visa, you will need to contact the embassy or the application office and ask them about if there is any change in the documents, or if there is any special documents required from you, because sometimes documents are different from a country to another.